Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is Marcy here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southwestern Ontario, Canada, and I want to welcome you to my Wednesday afternoon live. It is Wednesday, December the 14th. Can you believe it? The 14th. Oh my goodness. Christmas is right around the corner. Yesterday, we celebrated my baby's 28th birthday. Wow, I don't know how on earth she got to be 28 years old so darn quick. It doesn't seem that long ago. Anyway, please say hello when you join me. Let me know where you're coming from. Please leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to click that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos from me. Hello, Amy and Tammy. Welcome. It's a beautiful day here. I hope you're having a beautiful day in your area, Amy. Today, before we get started, hello, Jeannie, and thank you for sharing. Before we get started, I don't have it printed out. I want to remind you, I've posted to all my social media. I sent out a newsletter yesterday letting everybody know that tomorrow is the free shipping event from Stampin' Up! It is the perfect time to be restocking your cardstock, adhesives, your cutting plates, replacing any of your dried up Stampin' blends or getting some new ink pads, whatever you need. Tomorrow is the day to get stocked up. You're not going to be able to receive it by Christmas. I'm just going to say that. I did not say that in any of my posts, but shipping is very slow as Stampin' Up! We had our clearance rack refresh, as well as the pre-order for demonstrators on December 1st. And the new upcoming catalog is so incredible that a lot of us demonstrators just overwhelmed them at the warehouse. So they've been busy packing up orders. So they just wanted everybody to be aware that they are not more than likely going to receive their products, people that order tomorrow on December 15th. In time for Christmas, but it is, like I said, the perfect time to be stocking up. And if you are shopping in my online store, please use this month's host code. So it's all orders of $100 or greater. So if you don't have $100 yourself, why not combine with a friend and put it under one order, one name. It's going to get you that free shipping. It's going to save you some money. So anyhow, let's get started. Today, I thought let's not do a Christmas card. Let's do something fun instead. And I had birthday on the brain as Danny's birthday was yesterday. So I pulled out my Elephant Parade bundle, as well as the framed florets dies. Now, these are still available. These were a early release from Stampin' Up! The collection is no longer available as the gold adhesive back swirls, they are sold out. But the Designer Series paper, the fitting florets, is still available, and that's what I'm using today, as well as the framed florets. This is in the new mini catalog. They've just released it early to get you a head start on your spring crafting. So let's show you. Move my stuff. This is the adorable card that I have created for you today. And I have cut my sentiment down. I like to do that when it's a longer sentiment and I want to put it, have it fit into whatever shape I'm using. So this is that gorgeous paper. The opposite side, let's bring all of my stuff in here. So the opposite side is polished pink pattern, but I love this sweet elephant bundle, and this is available. So this is just a easy peasy fun fold, and I've used the 2 different dies from the framed florets. Oh my cuteness, Amy says. Yes, it's just so cute. Now, the blends I'm using, I know that gray granite, the gray granite Stampin' blends, they are a cool gray, and I've heard they're meant for inanimate objects, but I am using it on my elephant because I love the tone. I find that smoky slate, I was doing a little bit of stamping and coloring. Smoky slate is that much darker. As you can see, I just prefer the look of the gray granite. Smoky slate is what I've heard is basically meant for animate animals, things like that. I like my gray granite, so that's what I'm using. Hello, Marina. So I have used this oval and this smaller oval to create my 2 ovals. You can see them here. Now they have the border, it cuts out, you can see here, so it cuts out like this. So then you have a border, so you can mix and match. You can have the one color for the insert and then another color to frame your oval if you choose. So, but we're just doing it like this. And before we get started with anything, I'm going to tuck that back inside and move that to the side over here. And we are going to get stamping. So this is thick, basic white cardstock. All of the measurements, as well as the list of supplies that I have used, as well as the shopping links, can be found on my blog. It's going to go live about 10 minutes after we're done here. I'm just looking to make sure I've got no fuzzies or anything like that on there. Yeah, it's going to go live about 10 minutes after we're done here. I want to insert my blog post link into the description box below, as well as insert the YouTube link into my blog post, so that people watching the replay can easy peasy go and find that. Let's just put you over here. Easy peasy go find that blog post, and as well as the video. It's all together. So again, that's about 10 minutes after we're done here. So I'm just going to get those off to the side so that I don't make a mess. We're going to leave this a moment to dry. In the meantime, we are going to take our polished pink and my sentiment, and I've got my embossing buddy here, and we are going to Versamark. Oop, there's a black fluffy on there. What a happy day. So this sentiment, this card could be for anything. Happy that your Stampin' Up! Order arrived. That's always a happy day for me. A happy birthday, graduation, retirement, whatever you have an occasion for. A happy little elephant with a party balloon. All right, so we are going to bring in the embossing essentials tray, as well as my reverse tweezers. Now this is in the holiday catalog right now, and it is carrying over. Yay! I wish Stampin' Up! Would offer us extra pairs of the reverse tweezers. I like to go in a few times to make sure that I've got good coverage, and tap that. Take a look to make sure I don't need to wipe anything off. It looks good. This is not the paintbrush that goes with it. I'm just going to reach over here. This is the brush here. It's rather big. I would say that that is more for sweeping all of your embossing powder down and in. It's too big for me for doing my getting my little bits off. So before we do anything, we're going to close up the embossing powder. Hello, Anne. Thanks for joining. Okay, so we're going to give this a moment, the heat tool, to heat up. So bear with me. You always want to give it time to get warmed up before you take it to your cardstock. All right, so there we go. You can heat from underneath or on top. It's whatever works for you. And there, that magic is happening. As soon as it goes shiny, it has melted that powder. Oh my goodness. And we're done. So we are going to leave this set to the side so it can cool down. But look at that. Embossing is so fun and magical. At least I think so. All right, so let's take a moment here, and I have die cut a whole bunch of these. You don't need that many. I just like to have as many as possible just in case. So we are going to, I'm giving my ink a little bit longer as well to dry. So I'm just going to some liquid adhesive on that. And then flip it over so that I can see and scooch it. I like my liquid so that it gives me time to adjust. Okay, so this is, okay, where is my, oh, here it is. This is Balmy Blue. That is 5.5 by 8.5. And it's scored at 2 1/8 and 6 3/8. So we are going to fold, move this to the side for a second, and burnish. Yeah, I had asked on Monday when I was doing my unboxing for comments if you wanted a Christmas card or a non-Christmas card. And I didn't get any response, so I took it upon myself to decide that, yes, we are going to do a non-Christmas card. All right, so so this paper is still available. It is gorgeous. So I am going to take a look and see how this lines up. So this, it's covered. So there we go. I knew eventually I would come to the right orientation. So that's the way it is, but it's mostly covered, as you can see here. However, there is a little bit showing of the pattern, the flow of it. So you don't need to. Nobody else is going to notice that. I'm just persnickety, and I like to do things like that. I know I can be a little much, but hey, it makes me happy to make sure things are all as they should be visually for me. Okay. And I wanted to show you how this fitting florets paper can be paired with any stamp set that you have. It's just so gorgeous. All right, so then, and I like my layers, so I have added extra layers to this. You don't have to. Again, that's just me being me. There we go. That looks good. Put that down, give it a press, move it to the side. So to put this on here, just making sure that I am still lined up. To put this on here, it doesn't lay flat. So I'm going to open it up. And did I just mess that around? Yes. See, there we go. So I'm going to open it up and I'm going to put this on this side. I'm going to flip it like this so that it's sitting flatter for me. So it's easier for me to get that attached on properly so that I've got a nice even border. So that's going to be like that. So then just making sure that that is like that. So then I'm going to flip it this way. I know that most people aren't going to really care about it. I do. Yeah, I'm just weird that way. Now, did I just flip that? Let's see here. Making sure, nope, I'm okay. I'm okay. All right. I'm yammering on too much. There we go. Now, closes up nicely. It's easier, I find, to attach it that way. And then let's attach our insert. I just think that adding these layers just adds so much more. It pulls that polished pink from it, from the paper. All right. So let's put the lid on this and bring in our markers. Okay, so first up is the light polished pink for our balloon. And I'm just going to quickly cover this all in. So Saturday was my team Christmas party. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. Sunday we did dinner, or sorry, we didn't do dinner. We did a movie for Danny's birthday. We went to see The Menu. Birthday person chooses. Is it a horror? It was intense. Drama. It was quite intense. Whoops, I just went outside the lines. I wore a sweatshirt so that I could pull it because I wasn't sure what to expect. So I put a sweatshirt on so I could pull it over my head for any yucky scenes. I put the lid on the wrong, so I just got to quickly grab my color lifter here. But it was a very good movie. We all enjoyed it. There we go. All right, so first up, we're going to take the 1000. This is the lightest of the natural tones. And we are going to color in this cute little elephant's ear. And I'm going to go the tusk, what is that? The nose, trunk. I don't know. And we're going to give just a cute little blush to the cheek. I'm going to color the toenails. Then this is a brand new light gray granite. So it should be, when I was coloring yesterday morning, my other one was, it was terrible. It wouldn't, I could barely cover my image. So I knew it was time to open up the new pack. I go through Gray Granite, Pool Party, and Crumb Cake are my go-to colors that I use a lot of. And I'm going to cover those toes. But because it's got that light pinky tone on there, it's not the same tone as the rest of her or him. And I'm going to do that with the ear as well. Not going too heavy. So do you guys have this bundle? This is from the annual catalog. Don't forget about the sales for the mini holiday catalog. Things are selling out. I think all the bundles are basically gone. There are still single stamp sets. There are still items available. So now I'm coming with my dark, and where there's a crease, I am adding a bit, as well as under here, behind your ear, there. That tail is going to get a little bit of dark. This leg under here is dark. Under her chin. You can add some dark shadowing wherever you want. Not too much though for me, because I don't want her to be super dark. I want her to be light. So then I'm going to come back with my light and just kind of blend that through. Being careful not to go outside the lines. So I got a whole stack of cards to go out yesterday in the mail. Went to the post office and delivered a few to mailboxes here in town. So I am making progress. How are you guys doing? Have you got all your cards out? Oh my goodness, this year seems to be just one of those years. Tomorrow I will attempt to start a little bit of Christmas baking. Miss Maisie had her holiday haircut this morning, and the groomer this year, she sent me a photo. She took Christmas photos, which is so unexpected and fun. Okay, I think that looks good. Now that will settle down, but you can see the tonal difference. Let me zoom in a bit. You can see the tonal difference, even though I've covered that. You can still see it slightly, so we're going to go just here in her trunk. And then let's just touch those toes again. I'm going to leave that ear. And she is so cute and ready to be die cut out. So let's bring in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. thank you, Tammy. Let me go back out. All right. So I've broken out a new plate for my top plate. This is how I do it. My bottom plate is really marked up. So this was the top plate. The bottom plate was so marked up in that it left so many lines on my cardstock. So it's time to change it. So I don't change both of them at the same time. So my previous top plate is now going to be my bottom plate, and my brand new plate that I just opened up the package, because they come in 2 of them in the one pack. So this will now be my top plate. And I am using the cute little bowl that Tammy gave me as a gift, the 3 set. Thank you once again, Tammy. They are so fabulous. So we are going to put a piece of tape here. I find that this thing just bounces around. So let me move this out of the way so I can have a better look. So with this die, I'm going to bring it real close for you to see. This is something new Stampin' Up! Is doing. You can see the ink in between there. Maybe you can't, but in the line, so that for that string, I can see where that string is. So that tells me that my alignment should be good. Should be, as long as it doesn't jump. So let's throw a bit of tape. I just don't trust that these guys are going to stay the way they're supposed to. So I add a little piece of tape on, that out of the way, so that I can be sure that we're not jumping all over the place and making me have to restamp. So let's take a peeky. And my little elephant is good. And my balloon is good. Yay. I like it when that happens. All right. I love these bowls too, Tammy. Oh my goodness. All right, so what I'm going to do now, because this is fairly narrow at the bottom, I'm going to build, yes, this is cute, but I don't want, I need some ground for her to be on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of build up some grass, and it's a little persnickety, but I'm okay with that. And I'm just bringing it up just ever so slightly so that when I trim it, it's not going to fall off. So I'm going to bring that right to the bottom like that. Let's flip this over so you can see. So see, there's a little bit there. And now we are going to, I didn't put any on the leaves of the grass so that I can kind of scooch that down a bit like that. So, and you got to work kind of quick, because even though I have glued that, I do want to pull that up just ever so slightly so that I can squeeze that down in there. And it's okay if there's a little white showing. I don't care about that. And then let's grab a third one. And because this is going in this side, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to add a little bit of glue like that. And again, you don't have to go to this length. You can just stick it on. It's okay. And I'm just going to scooch that in there. Whoops, and I've pushed you down a little too far. Give that a moment to dry. But first, we're going to take And our elephant, because I don't have any glue on my leaves, the blades of grass, I can lift these up with my fingernail slightly. Come on. And I'm okay if it wrinkles it a bit, because our little cute little elephant, she's tromping through the grass, so it's not gonna be all perfect. Now is it? So there we go. Let's move her over just slightly. There we go. All right. Now we're gonna add some glue here and a titch there. And we're gonna lift up that nose, and our balloon is kind of on, yet kind of off. And then we're going to just pull that back ever so slightly, add a titch of glue. And my titch of glue is a little bit more than a titch. You just never know how much is going to come out of that bottle. Now, we want to, because we're going to be cutting all of this off here, we want to come in, because once I cut that, this blade of grass right here is going to come off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just flip that over, pull it back ever so slightly, and add just a bit of glue. My scissors are going to get a little sticky, but that's okay. I can clean them. And I want this one here. So I've got just a titch of glue on that. Push that down right there. But you can see that the grass is up. I like that. Bring in, grab my scissors, and then I don't want to cut this little blade off, so I'm going to come in just like this, follow the line, like that. Pull that off so it doesn't interfere. And I can just kind of push that a little bit up. So there we have it. You can see my scissors now have a little bit of glue on there. Now see, I did cut 2 extra pieces. I don't need them. So what I'm going to do is add my glue here. Put it centered on here. So cute. All right. While that is drying, we are going to fussy cut our sentiment. So I'm just going to come straight across, as straight as you can with just doing it by hand. I mean, if you used your little chopper, it would be, I think, a little straighter. However, we're just using scissors. All right, so now this is the part where you're gonna possibly get a little closer to one side than the other, and I'm okay with that. And then we'll just clean it up. See, like that, what a happy day. You just have to make sure you don't, when you're cleaning up, throw out any part of your sentiment. So now we can trim it up a little bit more now that it's all apart. So let's zoom you in a bit more. See if that's a little better, and I'm bringing it up. See, I'm really super close to that T, but I don't care. I'm okay with it. I think it looks cute. So what we'll do is, to balance it out, just bring that a little closer. So that's going to sit right Let's bring that back into view, that out of the way. So we're going to put that, it's going to be at the top. And then now you don't have to do this. You could leave that sentiment fully on the strip, and it still would be super cute. This is just something that I personally like to do. I like to chop up my sentiments to make them fit in the area that I want. Okay, happy. Oh, that's a little. There. And now I'm swooping the other side. Oh, well. Happy and day. You were holding your breath when I was cutting the sentiment. You were afraid? Yeah. You could end up cutting right into a letter. But no biggie, then you just have to do it over again. It didn't take long to do. So let's just get rid of some of that. Now this is where you take your pick tool, especially since I have a little bit of glue on my hands. So I'm going to use both ends. So we are going to just get it in the placement that we want. And then pick it up and glue it. Come on, don't stick to this. And don't worry, Tammy, I have not forgotten that you would like me to do something with embossing paste. Just with the weekend I had, it was a little busy and I just haven't had time. I have not had time, and this weekend is busy again. We have Brad's work party on Friday and Brad's dad's early birthday dinner on Saturday. And then we have a celebration of life to go to on Sunday. So, all right, this is going to be really, because it's so tiny, what you're going to do is put your adhesive there. Make sure that's in the right orientation, and then put that on, because that's just too tiny to be trying to get in the right spot. Does that look? Yeah, it's okay, I think. There. So pick that up, pull it off of that so that I can add a little bit of glue. And you can see I'm not using a whole lot of glue. I'm just using a bit, using those reverse tweezers, except that's upside down. There we go. When you're doing little piecework like this, your reverse tweezers are fabulous. And you're crooked. Come on, there we go. Let's see here. It's hard to tell when I am looking over it and not right at it. There we go. That is good enough for me. Close enough is good enough. And our last little bit of glue. Make sure it's in the right orientation. Grab those reverse tweezers. There we go. And There we go. Lift that up. There. Now, because that's mostly dry, I'm going to bring in my adhesive eraser and just pull. There we go. That shiny bit of glue is gone. So to attach this to here, you want to make sure that you're not, let's close this glue up. You want to make sure you're not putting your dimensionals all over it and then by accidentally sealing it shut. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put to the side here, and then because I know it's going to be like this, so I am going to take, and that looks about centered there, so I know that about here and about here and then one here. So that way it's going to give me full, oh, let's pull you in just a smidge. If you roll as you're pulling off, you're not going to rip your paper. And then let's pull you right back there. Okay, so pull our backings off. Yes, I have not played with embossing paste in quite a while, so let's do that soon. Once I get everything done that I want to do, that I need to do. Now, one thing I didn't, and I didn't add this into my supply list. I am going to take, because my balloon here is sitting on top of that layer, I don't want it to be smushing down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 and 2 glue dots. I've stacked them up, pick them up with my take your pick tool, and I'm just going to lift that back just a bit and slide that right there at the edge of that balmy blue, and then push that. And that's just giving that height of that cardstock piece support so that it is sitting nice and it's not going to go wonky. It's not going to be all like sideways looking or anything like that. So you guys, there is today's card. What do you think? Let's get back out of Zoom in. I think it's adorable. Don't forget that you can purchase this paper in my online store. Wait till tomorrow. Please use this month's host code when you're shopping in my online store. I truly do appreciate the support you give me and my small business. You don't have to shop with me to support me. By subscribing to my YouTube channel, by watching my videos, giving me thumbs up and likes and sharing, that is also supporting me. And I truly do appreciate it. So that is today's adorable card. I think it's super cute. Use your imagination when you're creating with this kind of stuff, like build a little scene. It's so adorable. Yeah, so that is all for me today. Paper Pumpkin may be arriving tomorrow, you guys. If it arrives tomorrow, I will go live with my Paper Pumpkin. I did get a shipping notification, but I don't know. So, and you know what? It's been so busy. I don't even remember what the December Paper Pumpkin kit was. Isn't that terrible? Yeah, it's going to be a surprise when I open it up. So if it comes tomorrow, I will go live tomorrow at some point. If it comes Friday, during the day. I will go live Friday. I'm not sure when, so I will just be popping on. So that's all for me today. Happy Wednesday. I hope I have inspired you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, rest of your week. Don't forget about the sale tomorrow. And don't forget, demonstrators, you get your 20% or 25% discount on that as well. So you're going to get a great deal with free shipping on $100 or more, as well as your discount. Perfect time to make sure you're meeting your minimums. All right. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.